Welcome to this video. I am a behavior scientist and people have asked me to do a reaction review of this anime, right? Takopi's original scene. As you see here, it's a massive warning before the anime even starts. I haven't watched myself yet either, and this obviously sounds really terrible. So I guess this will be this anime sounds really dark, right? So I heard this is basically the worst, so to speak, best anime ever this season. Massive misery or so forth, right? Bullying, etc., right? I have done some research papers about that. I actually wrote a paper, I'm an old man. Back in 2010, I actually wrote a paper about online bullying. Okay, so I was way ahead of the time. I was like throwing it out immediately. Oh, people get depressed by Facebook, social media, and so on, right? So I wrote a paper about like social media depression and so on, way before it's popular, way before people saw it. So I know this topic quite well. Well, not only of course in online media, but overall, right? And this anime, I don't know why it's under my radar completely. People also commented to me last week or beginning of this week, and I was like, oh, okay, I gotta check it out. And only 6 episodes, right? So if the video got you subscribe, hit the like button, and I watch more of the course today. I do 1 episode, but after this, Bunny Senpai comes out soon, so I watch it as well, right? For that matter, also about bullying and so on, right? One of my ultra favorite anime, of course, Rascal, Dream Bunny Senpai, also covering a lot of like his history's online bullying and so on, right? So also the reason why I like the anime a lot, very well written. But anyway, now we're going into this anime then, and what I've heard, it is incredibly gruesome. So yeah, let's let's see what happens. Man, this anime is dark. Yeah, she's happy finally, and then the very next scene. So the only thing that makes her happy is her dog, right? Basically. So the dog probably will die. I've seen too many animes in my life, guys. The dog probably will get murdered later, right? Yeah, the dog is probably get eviscerated. Very next scene, she looks completely beaten up. I mean, she's not just getting bullied at school, right? I don't know what's happening here, but this anime looks incredibly dark. Poor little girl. She's getting massively bullied, I guess. Massively beaten up, right? Remember, teacher doing it. It feels like she's probably beaten up more into students, but yeah, that is brutal. The dog is dead, right? The dog is dead! I keep saying that they killed the dog! They killed their friend, right? They killed CHAPPY. They all gonna kill CHAPPY! That's what I keep thinking. They're all gonna kill CHAPPY, right? Like, I'm just thinking, guys. I'm sitting here and I'm like, wait, the CHAPPY's gonna die. I kept saying the CHAPPY's gonna die, right? No, she wanna die herself, of course. So this is like a rope. Oh my god. I mean, they clearly killed their doggy, right? They just clearly killed the dog, and she's like, give me that rope! Oh my god. Yeah, please, Taki, give me that rope. Yeah, you want the rope, girl? What is this anime? Oh god, this anime is so dark. But this is so dark dude, because the aliens are what's happening. The alien is like, oh, she's like dying or something. The aliens get it. She like did herself. Aliens and get it. The alien is like, oh, whatever. Okay, they blew up the planet. Maybe that's relevant later. I feel the octopus will make her like kill people or something. Is this gonna happen, right? She gets revenge or something? Oh, because she has one dog she loves, of course. That's probably good. Yeah, the blonde girl is clearly a bully, right? Obviously. And she beats her or something. Yeah, she looks really mean, of course. But if the octopus is gonna like kill her or something, like I'm expecting the octopus to like murder the blonde girl or something, or maybe her murder or something. Yeah, like this. Okay, are they gonna have a happy ending? I don't know. I haven't been spoiled. I haven't been spoiled at all. I've heard this is like one of the worst anime of all time, like gruesome animes, right? So this opening feels like it's a complete joke because this opening probably isn't real. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like I haven't seen the anime, of course, yet going there now. But I'm just gonna guess, right, that the opening is just like a trolling, you know what I mean? I've seen it like a Death Parade or animes where the opening looks way happier. It's a Kaiser and stuff like that, right? Where the opening is presenting that, oh, look at this thing. The octopus is like using its tentacles so they can hold hands and they become friends or whatever, right? But again, I'm guessing the opening here is a complete ruse, and actually this girl will like kill her parents or something, or the octopus is like, oh, she's bullying you, I will shoot her dead in the face or something. Yeah, that's what I'm expecting. But like I said, I haven't been spoiled, but people have told me this again. This is the worst anime of all time, right? So it's from Planet Happy. But this is what I mean. I feel the octopus is probably insane in human standards, right? Like he's like, my goal is to make people happy. The problem is like I will kill everyone that makes you unhappy or something. I'm expecting the octopus to be really bad understanding human emotion. It's like, yeah, happy time. What? You got like a wings or something? Happy gadgets. It looks like a Gloria. Wait, what? Oh, you can fly? Man, this is kind of useful. Like, can she fly then? Maybe the evil blonde girl will steal it something later. I don't know. But this looks really handy. Okay, you just get flying wings. Maybe it's not humans though. She doesn't want it. Oh, she's so bad. Her life is terrible. She's just so bullied. She doesn't want the item or something. That's how it goes off night now. Yeah, she's like, I don't even want that item. Yeah, this is like a weird... Honestly, I feel she's so depressed. Yeah, don't you want to have fun with my flying stuff? Like, I see, actually, her life is so terrible that she doesn't even want it. Yeah, you can see how this anime is gonna go really dark. Like, she doesn't even want to be able to fly because her life is so terrible. And the octopi guy is like, oh, but like it's really fun. Oh, her backpack is massively destroyed, and there's writing on her backpack, right? So gives me that, you know. She has flight before! Yeah, the octopus doesn't understand it. No, but it reminds me a lot, of course, of Silent Voice, right? You know, the writing on the backpack and so on. Oh no, she has welfare money, or she's poor. She's like welfare child, yeah, pathetic. Oh my god, yeah, she's like the welfare child. Oh my god, this anime feels sad already. This octopus is like, happy camera, happy flying! He's like trying to make her happy. She looks so sad and everything. He's like, come on! Oh, but her face are always so incredibly... Oh yeah, they robbed her, they stole her. Probably keeps robbing her, right? So far, right, the episode is kind of like sad in this weird way, because it's very obvious for us, right, the humans watching it, you know, so to speak, the viewer, to understand that, well, obviously, this poor girl is bullied. They seem to hate her because she's like poor, I guess, you know, welfare or whatever, so forth, right? And the octopus doesn't get it, right? Yeah. I don't think that's gonna be the whole anime, but this is clearly kind of what it was from the beginning, right? Where it's sadness in the sense that we as humans can easily relate and understand the context, and this alien just can't get it, right? And it almost feels kind of like it's weird. To me, it feels like cringy sad, you know what I mean? Where we have to see the octopus trying to make her happy, or not understanding why she's sad. Be like, oh, come on, this is great. Oh, this item. Oh, is that your classmates? Why don't you show them this thing? And he's like, no, I don't want to know. It's like, come on, let me get everyone happy, right? So it's this like really weird, sad depression scene here, how the octopus is trying to push her, talk to them and so on. So I think there's like an interesting writing standpoint, but let's see if I'm right here. I said earlier in the beginning of the video, but it does feel to me like the octopus will like go happy by killing them, perhaps because, you know, he doesn't understand it really, right? So at this current moment, he's kind of like, oh, I'm trying to make her happy. He doesn't understand what's happening, right? And then when he gets it, he probably will go the other way direction. That's my guessing. I feel he's gonna snap probably later, right? So the only thing that makes her happy is her dog, right? Basically. So the dog probably will die. I'm just telling you, I've seen too many animes in my life, guys. The dog probably will get murdered later, right? Yeah, the dog is probably get eviscerated. Yeah, this dog is dead, man. The dog is dead. That dog has a giant death leg on it now. I'm sorry, but the dog clearly will die, right? So all her books are ruined too, right? Because she gets bullied and they destroy all her stuff in her backpacks, and they throw water at them and all that stuff, right? Yeah. Oh yeah, or is her mom, is that what she's bullied maybe? That is very Japanese culture. Oh god, Alien is like, oh yeah, you know this baby human can give birth without Inception? Maybe her dad left her, and that's why she's being bullied, right? That is a very classic issue, right, you know what I mean? Her mom is like a, you know, a night walker, whatever, right? Probably is that, you know, but it's probably how the kid sees it, right? Yeah, the dog is her only friend, so the dog will clearly die. This dog is clearly gonna die, okay? I keep saying it, I'm sorry, the dog is clearly gonna die. Like, I would be so surprised if this dog survives the anime. She keeps saying, like, oh, it's my only friend, I only need CHAPPY. Oh, the CHAPPY is dead, man. CHAPPY is so dead. Jesus Christ. Believe in magic. It's science, girl. It's science. I'm a happy guy. It's all alien science. Don't be like that, okay? It is not magic. It is, oh gosh. Happy's mom, I guess. Yeah. Spread happiness, happy mama. Don't voyage the rules though. Oh, probably all the rules. Myrmonden. See, this is what I mean. I feel that the octopus will go insane soon, right? You know, in human standards. Because he's like, I will make you happy. Yeah. Oh, don't worry, mama. I will save this girl's happiness. And I keep, it's not magic, it's science. Oh my god, this is never gonna go right. There might be some story bit there though. It's like we can't go to my planet though. Huh. Okay. So, I mean, the storyline is obviously about the girl, right? And so far, she just keep being bullied, and I guess it's gonna go way darker. So, like the dog probably died. But it does feel like there is something secret that he lied about her. So, I wonder what that is, right? I don't have a good theory yet, but I'm gonna guess his plan is to destroy something. Maybe he needs to like be powered up by human happiness or whatever. But I keep thinking that he's obviously gonna snap and like kill the bullies or something eventually, right? And it does feel like maybe he destroys someone home planet or something. There's definitely gonna be, I think, a twist that he's actually, insanely evil or something. But it's kind of weird. He's just like, no, we can't go back to my home planet at this moment for some reason. So yeah, there's probably be some twist what he did to his home planet, probably. Oh god, here we go. Very next sheet, she looks completely beaten up. I mean, this is so dark here because the aliens are what's happening. The alien is like, oh, she's like dying or something. Yeah, the aliens get it. She like to just have aliens and get it. The alien is like, oh, whatever. She looks so sad today, yeah. But clearly it was because I killed her dog, right? But did she actually die here? Like, maybe the alien is going to kill everyone now. I mean, obviously it's the dog's enemy ever, but I'm just like, why she would? I'm just really shocked that she would die in episode 1 because then it's only about the alien then. I thought she actually would be. Maybe he can time reverse it. I am shocked how she dies. Like I'm just like, did she not die here? I mean, yeah, but maybe he can like reverse time, right, or something. Because he got all these weird happy gadgets. Because he seems really strange. From my premise standpoint, that she would die here already because. I mean, yeah, it's dark as hell, but I'm just thinking like, like what will be the end about then? But he's going around like murdering everyone or something. But yeah, the poor guy is trying to. I thought I was gonna be correct though, and it wouldn't actually work though. I thought I was gonna be that she wouldn't actually be able to like, but she kind of, pulled it around in the ceiling for like 10 lives or something. Oh wow, god. Yeah. But obviously the opening, as I called earlier, was a lie, of course. But yeah, this is like the darkest anime of all time. It is incredibly gruesome. I will say though that even though she just died, it is clear to me that we haven't even seen the worst yet, right? We haven't really like seen the visualization and stuff. This feels like an anime that's not gonna pull punches like we saw the girl dying. So I think they are actually gonna show her being bullied. So yeah, so far it is really gruesome. But I think it's interesting from like a horror standpoint, or I call it mystery or whatever, because we haven't really been shown what is happening to her, right? We're only seeing it from the alien perspective, so we haven't seen her actually being bullied or kicked or punched or whatever, but it's very clear to us what's happening because of the details of like she has like a boot, 2 boot imprints on her back, right? Obviously her backpack is destroyed, her books are destroyed, right? People have put water or whatever sold in her books or so on, right? So it's very clear to us that she's being bullied, but we haven't actually seen anything yet. Now, obviously, as I would say, or, called, right, the poor dog got killed, right? And that's why she's gonna, delete herself. But it is, so far, this anime, I think, really well done, like horror, whatever, bullying storyline, where we, as the viewer, we understand exactly what is happening without actually seeing anything. Yeah, we're not shown anything. This is very much like, show, don't tell, right? Everything here is just like it's showing us on the sideline, but we can figure out that her life is terrible. And obviously we knew that the dog was the only thing that made her happy. CHAPPY, right? And then it has CHAPPY in the collar. CHAPPY probably got pushed off a train or whatever, a bridge thing, right? So we know that someone killed CHAPPY and she doesn't want to live anymore. So we can all infer the horrible life she's having, but we haven't actually seen it yet, except her bruise in the face. But you know what I mean. So it's a really, really well done so far. And from the alien, he doesn't get it at all. He's this weird alien. He doesn't say it at all. But for us, again, for us the viewer, it is so obvious what is happening. So I think it's a very interesting thing, and it's actually something that I have, on a personal standpoint, worked a little bit, right, when it comes to a lot of my own research, because I tend to work a lot with mostly, pattern recognition, right, behavior science. It's a lot about, okay, you see X thing, then what will happen. It's a lot about predicting people's behavior based on certain stuff, right? So this is really, I like it a lot because it comes back to it a lot, right? Where you, like I said, you can see a pattern, you can recognize, oh, like her backpack is, destroyed, or they got cribs on it, right? Oh, she got this, like again, the boot thing on her back. Okay, someone stepped on her, maybe kicked her, but again, I think stepping on her when she's lying down on the ground is probably more, so forth, right? So we can all like infer these patterns, right? We can all assume what's happened to her without having seen it. So he's really using that like pattern recognition in a really interesting way in this anime so far, right? But that being said, I really do think this anime is gonna get darker. This is the first episode, right? So we probably see her dog getting shot in the face. It's gonna be, it probably will go way darker than this. Yeah, I think we just had a minute here. And also, that's why I think she will be alive again. But again, he maybe can time travel, right? Because I would be surprised if she is killed off immediately. Just from like a premise standpoint alone, that would be kind of hard to just have the aliens' perspective on everything. But I guess a possible scenario is also that maybe she is dead, and then we start seeing flashbacks of her life. Maybe he can use a gadget. Okay, he can't revive her. Maybe he can use a gadget to like see her life or something. Maybe something like that. But I think he can maybe time travel. So he's like, I can't revive someone, but I can. Oh, maybe he can like recreate her. So he can maybe use the camera to recreate her. Because the happy camera is like reviving you. Oh, she's gonna keep healing herself? Oh god! Is that gonna happening? Because he's like, I can recreate you. I can, you know, I have my camera. I can like make another of you. Oh no, is the next one gonna die too? Oh, this anime! If that was, I mean, I'm calling it, right? The next one will die too, right? The next one they will also die. And he's gonna revive her and she's gonna... Oh my god, this is like some reverse and zero thing where she keeps dying on purpose. He's like, no, I will save you! Yeah, he wants to understand what people delete themselves for. But I think he's gonna like recreate her then. So he's actually like reviving her, he's more like... Yeah, I guess he's like using his gadget to like recreate her. It's like a cloning thing. Maybe he did time. Maybe he time traveled. But he has to save the dog now. Save the dog, CHAPPY! Save CHAPPY! I guess he time traveled. They're saying. So just from a scientific standpoint, obviously he got like medical gas or whatever. But I'm guessing right that the camera, in his like happy way, it like froze time, you know what I mean? Like it took an image right of this timeline or whatever, so he could like travel back in time to that specific moment when the photo was taken. That's how it seems right now, I guess. But yeah, it doesn't really matter too much, I suppose, how his like medical gadget works. Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter too much. But I think she will die though more than once though. That I think, yeah, like I said, I think she will keep dying though, right? So he's gonna try to save her and she will die from something else, right? Probably. That's probably what's gonna happen. Yeah, he's gonna probably follow her now and obviously try to change this school, right? Oh no, we're gonna see how his school is now. Yeah. But now he's gonna follow her to school then. Exactly. Yeah, and she gets bullied, of course. Oh yeah, they ruin her stuff and so on. And that's gonna obviously... So no one else can like see him or something? I like how the blonde evil woman is like sitting smiling at her. She's getting ready to... she's like, what does she also get? Oh my god, no. She's pure evil, man. She's a spoiled little the bitch, man. But I'm guessing we're gonna have, given the opening, we probably will have some explanation how her mom and dad are evil too or something. How she's raised to be evil, you know what I mean? But they probably can't see him, right? Yeah, they can't see him. He could ever get him, man. This flower gadget, it protects me from sight or something. Yeah, he got everything. Happy flower. But yeah, they can't see him because he got happy flower. Oh, but if you take her, they're gonna bully her for her flower, though. You have to have the flower, though. Wait, can I put him in some cage there? Guys, shouldn't laugh at this, but that is not cute. I shouldn't laugh at that, but that looked adorable. But she pushed him into the little cage thing. Oh yeah, she didn't do her homework because she ruined it yesterday. The girl obviously ruined it. Yeah, obviously she ruined her notebook. So the sensei is probably pure evil, right? That's how it feels, but... Yeah... She's so goddamn evil. Yeah, that's right, I took your notebook. Oh no! Oh, this anime! Oh, it's pain! This anime is pain. So now, of course, Takopii believes that she died because she was so sad over her homework. Again, like I said earlier, for us, right, from the whole, you know, behavior thing, it's very, very clear that it's a dog right there. Because we saw the color, so that's how, so again, so far the anime is really well telling the storyline, because we can clearly infer that no, it's a dog right. But so far, I think that the teacher will be... this is the typical anime where you will hate the teacher. You know what I mean? It's like a silent voice. You hate the teacher, right? They let them bully the poor girl. This deaf, right? You know what I mean? Certainly feels like we're gonna hate the sensei here a lot, right? But if it's well written, I'm hoping that we're gonna have some kind of like... I want to say I don't want to defend bad teachers. I do think we have too many bad teachers at school, right? In every country, absolutely. And I think that a lot of teachers really do just ignore bullying and so forth, right? And it's really terrible. Obviously, I've been there myself, right? Being bullied, and the teacher clearly knows it and they do nothing, right? We all been there, basically, right? It's very relatable. But I still hope that it isn't black and white. I hope that there is some kind of storyline how the teacher kind of knows she's being bullied, but maybe she's just really exhausted. Maybe her husband beats her. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out. But I hope it isn't just like the teacher is being, you know, like just a complete bitch, just ignoring the kids to be like, oh, whatever. I know they beat the crap out of that girl, but I'm just gonna walk past it and pretend that nothing happens, right? That unfortunately also happens in reality. But I think that in reality, right, in most cases, the teachers is just kind of overworked and somewhat lazy, and it's like a mixture of that. They don't really care anymore. And I think that, again, this is from my experience, but I think that what we usually see, right, with teachers is that it's a classic age thing, right? That the young teacher, 25-year-old, she might be more like, oh, I'm going to help the students, I'm going to help the richest kids, right? And then when she's 65, it's kind of like, ah, whatever, I don't care anymore. It's like, you used to have that energy thing, right? You know what I mean? I think there's a lot. No, both my grandfather was a professor and my grandma was a teacher, so I grew up a lot with, you know, teachers' education is so very important, right? But I felt there's a very big difference. And also, a side note, I have, of course, both been a lecturer at university, more than one university, right? Spent some time as like whatever it's called, like I was examinator, I guess. I was writing the textbooks as well and so on for that university, or college, I suppose, rather in English terms. It's a little bit different, you know, college and university, in our video, but I was working at this college most of them, but I also giving lectures at different, you know, companies and different schools and so forth, right? And I started when I was back after having lived abroad for 3 years. Then I also was doing a little bit of his normal teaching, like high school, senior high school, you know, just like back there, teaching math, mostly math and science and different scientific subjects. And you clearly see a lot of the bullying, but I'm the kind of guy who gets, you know, stopping it, so on, yeah. So it irritated me very, very quickly as well when I was a teacher, how easy it was to see all the teachers like, doing nothing about it. So it's very, very common, and usually it is just being lazy, right? Usually it's being lazy, but the same thing goes with, like, you know, teaching as well, like subjects and caring about it, right? Most people just try to, you know, get past through the day, not doing anything, no effort in anything, right? So it isn't really about, I think, being a teacher. I think it's about most people are just kind of lazy, right? It's a minimum effort, it's a quiet, quick thing kind of thing. I just want to, you know, go through the day, do nothing, right? Unfortunately, you at school, especially, I have never, you know, been with like kids or whatever, right? But I've been in high school instead. But you know what I mean? And unfortunately, it's like when you are lazy and you are quiet, quick thing, especially I think here with like 9-year-olds, you know, that can get really bad, right? Now, of course, it's girl, it's an extreme case here, but I think it's very unfortunate. That's why it's such a common issue, because usually it's like actually a low-hanging fruit, right, for a teacher to help a student, but it's like, oh, then I have to do more effort, right? And I want to do absolute minimum effort. So again, my point is that I hope the teacher here in this anime isn't just like super minimum effort. She knows that the girl is being, you know, like beaten up every day and just ignores it. Hopefully she has a little more storyline to why she does that. That being said, though, yeah, I think I'm gonna end up hating this teacher in this anime, right? She feels that she probably knows what's happening. She the main character is bullied so hard that it has to be like known by the teachers and the principal and so on. But anyway, let's keep going here. Oh, he's gonna like fix the textbook or something? Oh, he's like time traveling back again? He knows the answers! She's to tell her the answers! Okay, it's also a strategy. She's like, what? Nani? Okay, that was also a solution. I will time travel and teach her the answers to the question tomorrow. That's right! Naughty Dog probably will die definitely out of hate for that. Oh, her poor bench is so destroyed, right? Yeah, and everyone's bullying her. That's what I meant. There's no way the teacher can't... There's no way the teachers will know it's being bullied is bad. Yeah, this is no way. There's no way. Kirby. It looks like Kirby. It looks like even like Kirby. Munch Munch, yeah, the Kirby strategy. Okay. So they're bullying her, she doesn't eat her food? That is... That actually does seem a bit weird. Oh, that's like for a freak, she ate that stuff! Okay, yeah, good. Now it's be okay. Okay. The banana. He's gonna fix it, of course. Man, she's so evil, this girl. She's so evil. No, it's a comedy here. He's like fixing all her issues. So she'll probably kill her dog soon in Rat, right? Yeah, and she throws away her backpack. Oh my god, that poor backpack, man. That backpack has been destroyed so many times. Jesus Christ. This is sad. She's walking around and it's like sad. I'm laughing a bit because he's gonna fix it though. Yeah, right. This moment is kind of comedic. Yeah, he's like, yeah, he's not sad, but then he fixes the backpack each and he's like, Argh! So at this moment it's kind of like comedic now. How he keeps fixing all. Yeah, she's losing it, right? This is why the dog will die now. He's finally understanding that the blonde girl is super evil. Here we go. So he finally understands that she's being bullied by Marina. He's like, yeah. Took him like a few days to like, wait, you being beaten up by that other girl? Yeah, now he's like, yeah, that girl is really mean. Oh, pushing lives. Oh no, it's not a stupid alien. It has to be because he's loving the main character. Yeah, she loves her. Yeah, that's because she loves you, right? No, she's being bullied. Oh god, alien's so annoying. Oh my god. Oh yes, just make up with her. Okay, so now she's destroyed her bench or something, I guess. Okay, now it's like... Now she killed a dog, maybe. Wait, go to the bed. Oh, wait, the equipment is in the bathroom? Okay. Oh, she knows what's gonna happen. Oh god, she's shivering. Yeah, she knows that if she get into the equipment, she's gonna get beaten up, right? Yeah, that's where she gets the beatings. Oh, the poor girl. But yeah, she obviously knows she's gonna like beat the crap out of her. And the alien is super annoying. She's like, oh, she like arcs me every night in there, yeah. And the alien is just like, yeah, okay, will you be friends still? It is definitely a lot of the sadness so far episode 1 here is coming from how incredibly dumb the alien is with understanding the book. Another gadget to make them friends or something? Oh, what's happening now, man? Another cloning thing. Oh, the alien's like, I will take your place? What? And she's like super happy, like, oh my god, no. The alien is like, I will go there, oh god. He's gonna get popped. Okay, so she's gonna like brutalize the alien now, Takopi. He keeps saying P. Yeah, she's gonna beat the crap out of him, right? Okay, here we go. She's gonna like massively slap the crap out of her, clearly. But we already know this though. But I think she should kill her dog soon here. Maybe he never experienced pain before. Yeah, the alien, maybe he never experienced anything bad. He's like a happy alien guy. Yeah, exactly. He probably never even experienced pain, right? This is really dark now, because obviously she's getting bullied and being beaten every day. And now the alien can like experience her life, so it's even darker, right? This is really interesting. I really liked the anime, right? So the story bit is, of course, the alien taking her place, and it goes there, she beat the crap out of her, right? And we know that, we understand that, okay, yeah, this girl is like really, really massively assaulting her every day. But because the alien has never even experienced pain before, it is a very interesting anime standpoint here. again, right, he doesn't even have to really relate to this thing. He's like, no one is this rough at my... Because he's coming for this, like, happy planet thing, right? He's not only are they, not bullying or whatever, right, on his planet, they course never beat each other. It's not, I guess there's no war, He's coming from this, like, world peace planet, right, where nothing bad ever happens. Nothing is mean, right? Yeah, he can't even, like, relate to pain. He's like, what, she punched me twice. And he can't even, like, comprehend what's happening, so... This is it's a very interesting standpoint here. They're taking like they're taking like the most, I guess, far-fetched from humanity thing you can have, right? And now it's experiencing the worst thing a human can experience, basically, right? And because I think that obviously this girl has a way worse things, a few slaps, right? Like the dog and so on. So, but it's very interesting seeing how the alien now will handle it. But like he's going back to my yellow theory though, that he will probably slap now. He will probably go crazy eventually after having experienced pain and beatings and whatever's gonna happen so forth. Yeah, now it's like, oh, yeah, what do you want, loser? Yeah, there steps on her. Well, it's probably her that stepped on her earlier, of course. Yeah. She was the one that stepped on her, was lying down, right? But is she the only one beating her, though? It does feel like she's beating up. Oh man, it's brutal, but I feel like she's beating up more people than one, though. It is brutal bullying, though. Exactly, she steps on her. This is what we saw earlier. When she had that, like, footprint in her back, right? Love is tattooed in her t-shirt. Man, this anime is dark. Yeah. And he doesn't know how to handle pain at all. He's never been in a fight before. It's a good question, though, but I think we're gonna learn her life. She's being probably or by her dad or something. We're gonna learn probably that oh, I see. We probably will learn her life is terrible too, though. That's what I'm guessing, but... Yeah. But yeah, but her mom is probably working in the night. That sounds right. Oh, no. Oh, she's gonna stab her? Oh my god. Yeah, there was one dark scene though. So I think it's about her mom, right, to me, it might just be that, her mom is like a prostitute or whatever, and that's what she does think. But I'm gonna guess that it has to be about the parents, so I can think about. It can't just be that she hates her because her mom is like poor, or maybe perhaps because her mom is like working the night or whatever, right? So my guess is then that her mom probably effed her dad, right, That's what it sounds like. Doesn't mean that her mom, again, is a prostitute. What I'm saying is that, to me, yeah, I'm gonna go with the storyline, right? That her parents are in a fight. Maybe they're divorced, but they're probably actually just, they have like, issues, right? Because her father probably slept with the main character's mom, right? Suka's mom, right? Which, of course, kind of ruined her parents' relationship, you know what I mean? And now, of course, that's taking out on the main character. That's probably what's happening here. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but that's really how it comes back to it. And I definitely expect it to be about their parents, right? I think we're gonna have to learn how, why she's so mean or whatever, that she has a bad life, or whatever. But I kind of hope it doesn't go into that too much. I don't like when, a storyline makes, everyone can be redeemed, everyone is playing, whatever. It sounds better to me that she's just really angry because her dad, she's her mom, right, takes it out on the main. I think that is a better storyline than if it's like, oh no, her dad beats her up every day and she wants someone weaker than her. You know what I mean? That's like the classic. Because a lot of bullies, right, aren't just bullies because they're getting beaten up by their own parent or whatever. That's like incredible, I think, annoying myth, right? That I would go so far and say, and I read papers about it many times, I would go so far to say that the majority of bullies are not being bullied themselves. You know what I mean? That's a complete insane myth, actually, right? Think about it, because it kind of goes back to the classic idea that, if someone like argue, will you go out and argue people now then? If someone burglarizes your home, are you going to go out and... No, you don't, right? So, no, in fact, most bullies are not being bullied by someone that's bigger and stronger than them. Usually the parents, maybe a brother, whatever. That is completely asinine. There is no evidence whatsoever in actual reality. Of course, though, that being said, obviously there are cases, right, where someone is being bullied, perhaps by their father, and then they take it out on the weak kids at school. Of course, it happens. That might be one of the factors. of certain people that are bullies, right? But the majority of bullies are not used because they got bullied themselves. That would be used like anyone, again, getting burglarized. Oh, I also become a burglar. That's not how people work at all. That's like a really weird myth that I really hated. But like I said, to be very clear here, of course, for some people, that is the reason why they start doing it themselves, right? Of course it is. Of course it is. It's one of those many factors, right? You have to talk about usually have these like factors. Usually, when you look at someone's behavior, for example, psychopathy, right? You have these 40 traits, talk about these 40 traits of psychopathy. And usually it's like if you have more than 30 traits, you're a psychopath, or a true, whatever. It's kind of around that level if you use that old 40 trait system of psychopathy. My point is that you might, get one trait, right, one factor, because your parent beat you up, your parent bullied you, you know what I mean? Then you might get that one factor, and that might you go close to it, right? But in reality, that is almost never the only factor. And for that matter, of course, the difference between psychopathy and sociopathy, right? And usually, you should be very clear. If you're beaten up, this is my main topic. I love this topic, honestly. If you're beaten up by your parents, what you might develop, right, is of course sociopathy. Okay, you're not gonna develop psychopathy. You will usually develop sociopathic tendencies, right? So this girl here, so far, looks like a sociopath, absolutely. And it might be because her mom or dad beats her, right? You know what I mean? But my guessing is that she does it because her dad slept with, still with mom, right? Probably. But so it might be like that, so to speak. You have different traits and so forth. But again, it's not really the real reason, right? So he time traveled back, I guess, to when he learned it after he got stabbed. Because he never experienced pain before either. So that's probably why, right? He could have even had the actual pain. And I'll talk about it more in the review part I post, but that's an interesting point as well, how he can't really like... Oh, she looks so sad every time. I mean, I guess it makes sense, but like I said at the beginning of the video, the anime really is good at showcasing why she looks so sad for them. He finally gets it now, that it's, that it's the blonde girl, evil blonde girl. Oh, it's my fault. It's blaming himself instead. Well, he does make it worse, though, by pissing off Marina, maybe. Okay, this is back to, the scene where he cloned herself. Oh, he can't do it. He's afraid, right? Yeah, he's afraid. This is really well done, yeah. So now he's afraid, because, again, he has never experienced pain before. So now he can't actually use his powers to save her. Because he's, like, crying himself now. He's never experienced it. But... yeah, his whole alien race, I guess, has never experienced anything like that, war or whatever, right? There's a kind of magical angel octopus things that are just nice. Yeah, they're just nice to each other. His mom is just nice and everything. He can't even comprehend pain or whatever. Oh, this actually is a pretty good plan, though. But it's probably come back to what I said later, that the sensei is mean, right? That the sensei is a... yeah. Because now her plan is that what if I get a teacher instead? Wait, this guy saved her? Maybe he's probably gonna kill the dog later. He's like, that guy will kill the dog later! Now, I don't know, but... he's like being nice to her? Maybe that's what she hates him? Maybe she's jelly? Maybe she wants that guy? Yeah, maybe she wants this guy. That could be a thing. Okay, she's like, no, everyone hates me anyway. But this guy's all one nice to her. But I'm just imagining, that Marina likes him, and that's why she's... I don't know, maybe she's lying. I just don't trust anyone. He's lying, right? I don't trust anyone. I'm just like, everyone's evil. It's anime. I'm just like, this guy's evil. Yeah, I don't know, man. That boy, I don't trust him for a second. I'm just like, yeah, they're all evil. They're all against me. Yeah, I'm just like, no, they're all against me. Doesn't make much sense. The two of you. What, they were like... yeah, but she's like stabbing the pen there. Oh, there she is. Can you just see Takopii now? Man, she's so evil, man. The other guys are like, yeah, that's kind of like, you're crazy. But this girl is sociopath. Yeah, she's crazy. Okay, are we gonna see her dad beating her up or something? Her mom. Oh, that maybe her mom kills. Yeah, okay, yeah, she's gonna have a terrible... I mean, obviously she's gonna have a terrible life. I mean, I guessed it earlier. Her mom is like angry because her dad slept. Exactly. But I feel I guessed it correctly, right? Her mom is angry because... yeah, but I mean, I think I'm correct on my guess there, right? That you know, her dad is sleeping with Shizuka's mom, right? Exactly. So her mom is angry and beats her up probably, and that's what she takes it out on Shizuka, right? Yeah. So I guess correctly on that, but that was kind of obvious that she said like that your bastard mom, right? And that's how it ends probably the episode. Yeah, she's being punched by her mommy. Reminds me of a race a little bit as well there. Has a similar... Yeah, this certainly was an anime. Incredibly dark. Very gruesome. I absolutely want to see more of it. If you subscribe, it's a like button. This video probably be a lot longer than I planned myself. But, you know, I felt that people actually want to have, you know, an actual science. We want to go into it, right? I want to actually discuss it. I want to do also, you know, like 10-minute reaction and be like, whatever. I want to actually discuss it. Now, I've probably guessed correctly here. Like I said, it feels pretty clear to me, right, that her dad is sleeping with Suka's mom. And that's, of course, why her mom is like, oh, he's out with that woman again, right? So that, I guess, probably her. Especially since the anime takes place, I guess, at like a rural, you know, smaller Japanese city, right? Or maybe in a village. It seems to be, you know, only a few houses. So it's also probably a thing, you know, it's like a small city, like who else would he be doing, kind of, you know, the opposite referring to that, I think. So it looks like, you know, like a 1,000 city, yeah, inhabitant place, right? Now, I will say, not super happy with the ending here from a story aspect. I just went over that, right? But bullying, the whole, you know, like I said, being bullied by your parent isn't the main reason people are bullies, right? So it is a reason, though. Like I said, it's a reason. It is definitely a big factor. So this to me seems to be going for that kind of classic thing that, you know, her mom beats her up, so she beats up Shizuka, right? Take out her anger on from her mom, right? And it's not anime that I mentioned. The end that reminds me of a race, right? When he time travels, try to save his mom, and you know these people that are victimized, right, by this PDF. You know what I mean? I don't want to spoil too much here, but it's also a good anime, very, very good anime. People hate the ending, and I kind of agree it's the best ending, but it's a good anime overall. And it's a similar girl that she's getting bullied by, and she's beaten by her mom, and her, like, you know, her mom's boyfriend beats the crap out of her and so on. It's terrible, right? But anyway, I digress. It's certainly a very, I think, a very well done anime. I like the whole setting, right? That we have this alien that is coming from this universe or whatever, that is so happy. He never issues, everyone's just, you know, holding hands and everyone is friends with each other. So he cannot even for a second like comprehend this, like, what is bullying, what is pain. We saw the scene when he was crying, he was afraid. I think it was a great scene because he's never experienced any kind of hardship even in that. Not only hardship is, and I guess, like arguing or whatever, right? But he has never experienced pain or fear, I guess. All of this emotions are new for him, right? So of course he's just like, oh, I don't even know what to do here, so on. So that's really good, and that can perhaps he probably take her form again later, right? And then maybe gets. I mean, I suppose he will get you know, experience worse pain, so to speak, right? Maybe he gets on. I don't know. That means it's really dark. So, and then that could be even more. You know, like what will happen to this like very happy, precious alien that has never experienced even like a punch before. What will happen if someone arcs him? You know what I mean? That would be crazy, right? So because like I said earlier, I definitely expect him to go crazy. Clearly, I expect Takopii to lose his mind and maybe kill this girl, right? Maybe her parents and so forth. It certainly feels like Takopii will win his sanity. Now, we didn't see what the dog got killed though, but that to me, you know, obviously the dog got killed, right? So, maybe he can take the dog place too. I don't know, but yeah, you know, maybe that would be a strategy. It certainly reminds me a little bit of, you know, any kind of Groundhog Day storyline, you know, like and so forth, right? When you like rewriting time a few times and trying to, you know, save people's life, whatever, but with a much darker bullying tone on it. Certainly. But what thing about? Well, the anime is obviously dark. Keep saying that, and I expect it to get even darker. Right? This is the first episode. Yeah, that's shocking too. This is the first episode, and you're like, oh well, this is definitely kind of brutal. Yeah, this is gonna get worse, right? There were some things that I don't think makes too much. I don't know. I'm interested to see where that goes, right? We have her saying that it doesn't matter what teacher I tell, and we see how she's so incredibly clearly bullied in front of everyone in school and so on. So, like I said earlier, I really do hope to have some kind of explanation why her teacher is so bad at it. But obviously, that was off screen, but I guess that Takopii got another teacher, right? He got another teacher probably to stop the fight. So I hope they explain that better, because that could be a little worry for me, because even though, like I said, it is a common issue that teachers tend to be, lazy, ignorant, quiet-witted, whatever you call it, it certainly still feels like, well, if you run over there and seeing one girl like trying to blind the other girl with a pen or something, you probably be like, no, this is I don't know. I'm just a little bit worried, because there is certainly a level of, even if you have an alien here, right? It certainly has to say a little bit if in a reasonable level, right? And I have seen bullying, and I've read a lot of cases for work and so on, where people get murdered or worse, right, than gangbanged. And there's so many cases. There was one case that I worked a bit on where there were like two girls bullying one girl, right, and they would like sell her as a sex slave basically to they were like teenagers, and they would like force her into some cottage basically outside the city and like sell her off there to random men they found on the internet and so forth, right? So they did these crazy things. You can obviously find like so far worse than this thing here, right? But usually they aren't that visual. If you have to be frank, right? You know what I mean? It isn't like, oh yeah, we're gonna like sell her off at school. You know what I mean? No, there's more like that's like a fictional thing. In real life, it's usually more hidden. Not too much case I worked on here, but that's not things. No, I've seen a lot of weirdness, man. It's a lot of weirdness. We did too much on YouTube, but it's kind of like we can't talk about it on YouTube. Then we get blocked. Yeah, then the video can't get up. No, but it's like there's a lot of weird cases. But I tend to feel that a lot of shows, animes, TV shows, whatever, movies, they might struggle a bit, right? If it gets too visualized for everyone there, we just feel like, I don't actually think this will happen, and people just ignore it, right? So, like I said, I hope that they have an explanation of why the teachers are so ignorant for it. And then lastly, we have this guy, right, that's seemingly trying to help her. Maybe there is something that she likes him. Maybe that's another reason, I guess. But I'm kind of expecting him to be evil too, right? I'm expecting everyone to be so evil in this anime. I'm expecting him to also be like, haha, I was just doing it to trick you, you stupid girl. Yeah, I'm just waiting for him to also be evil. But I wonder why she was so averse of his help, right? Yeah. Because she was like, she didn't want his help. One possible flashback I can see, some backstory, is that maybe she had older friends before in her life when she was younger. They also got beaten up, right? They see him in silent voice. And that's why she is trying to protect him from not being his friend, because she doesn't want him to also get beaten up. That could be a thing, right? That is a pretty common. That is a realistic common issue, that if someone is being bullied at school, they don't actually want to tell other people at school, other kids that usually, I mean, not like adults, teach kids, right? If they tell the other kids, they're afraid that those kids will also be bullied, so they try to protect them by not sharing that with them, right? That is definitely a common issue, and maybe that is an issue here in the anime too, that perhaps also Shizuka doesn't want to tell her mom, because then her mom will get an issue with her relationship, right? Her mom is dating her dad, I guess, right? Probably, that's what it seems to be. Or has, maybe she feels like, if I tell my mom, and my mom gets involved, my mom might get fired, or this thing, or whatever, right? Which is also a common issue, right? With a lot of bullying especially in smaller cities, right? Smaller villages, where everyone kind of knows everyone, and that's obviously a very common trope in movies and so forth, right? In TV shows, where it's like, well, actually, her dad is the boss of my dad, and that stuff, right? So that also might be it, right? She doesn't want to involve her mother because she feels like they will ruin her mom's life, perhaps. But overall, yeah, very interesting episode 1, guys. If you guys subscribe, like button, and I'll do another video tomorrow or on Monday. Again, this obviously be a long video, so it's a lot of editing and so forth, right? More than I usually do. So yeah, if you like the video, please subscribe to the episode, and I really appreciate that. Overall, I'm trying to make this channel more and more serious, right? I used to be more like, I used to do an anime reaction. I did have, in my opinion, I would give you especially a lot of like scientific know-how, whatever we call it, on my older videos too. But back in the days, I tended to do like a full reaction and then have a full review, right? The video would be like 2 hours long, whatever. But these days I try to keep it more edited, I guess. That's my word for looking for. So I appreciate if you like the videos, or if you like the more serious editeds, I suppose. But it's a little bit like that, but I also think, last thing I say here is, I think that, to be honest too, with my own behavior, is that I also feel that I have just become a lot better at the actual programs, right? Of course, I've done videos for a few years now, so I feel like, I can actually edit a video and do all this stuff much quicker, right? So like 2, 3, 4 years ago, I would spend like hours editing this kind of video. Maybe now I can do it in 1 hour instead of 3 hours, right? And then it also feels more worth doing it, because then I can do more videos. And so so I think it also is a general like, I'm just better at what I'm doing, I would say, personally, and from a technical standpoint, right? Maybe my opinions are terrible, but from a technical standpoint, I think that I do better now, and that's also wants me to increase my video quality. But anyway, guys, you guys can have a great day.